Hello, I'm Dennis Cometti. It's time for Sunday afternoon football. Well, if a green creature approached me from outer space and asked me to show it a good day out, I would, without a moment's hesitation, take it unswervingly to Melbourne. Gee, it's great to be back. As you can tell, it's winter. Accompanying me is Matthew Richardson.
What a game we have here today, Dan. There's been quite a build-up for this one.
The banners look great as the players get set to run through them. Banners ready for the players. We have the toss of the coin. Hawthorn winning the toss at the halfway point of the season, and the top 8 is really starting to take shape.
When there are teams talking about games being a must-win at this point of the season, they're not wrong. Time is running out for teams to secure a spot in the top 8.
The siren is yet to sound. They say all things come to those who wait, but I'm starting to wonder if anyone will be around there. Here we go. It's the Hawks versus Gold Coast. Hits the running man, booted by Smith. Marked by Bruce. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Mistimes the kick. The ball goes over the boundary in the pocket. A desperate kick there. Bruce, urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. Bruce lets fly with a shot at goal. He's missed the lot, and it's close to goal as the ball goes over the boundary line. Low, spearing kick. Hands like dinner plates. Good drop punt by Hanley. He collects the loose ball. The umpire will ball it up. McAvoy is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Nichols. He can't close the deal, and it's a point. Swallow looking for a lead. He plays it to himself. Boots it. It's been intercepted by the opposition. He's picked up an injury. Well, it looks like the game may be over for Smith. Lions, I have no idea how you managed to get that out. Interception. Burgoyne hand passes it. Sends it on its way. Pointless attempt by May. Rioli is streaming past and gets the footy. Chalk up a goal for the Hawks. The first goal by Rioli. All is in readiness. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. McAvoy thumps it forward. The loose ball picked up, and he's heading for home. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. Sexton pummels him, but the kick gets away in time. The Hawks have scored the last 2 goals. There's already some distress for the Suns.
Roughhead has a lot of passion for this game. You can see it every time he steps onto the field. He's an inspiration to all players around him.
The umpire to ball it up. McAvoy with a big fist on it. Riscatelli tries his luck along the ground. Superb handball. Ablett picks up the bouncing ball. Gibson bumps. The ball mopped up. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. Hits the running man. Mitchell pounds it long to his teammates. Sexton grabs that one. Choose to kick it. Hands like dinner plates. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Schoenmaker's kicks. Nice hands. Opportunity for Roughhead. Shanks that one. He had perfect control over the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. Hawthorn in front. Shields with the mark. Now do you think he can kick this one, Richard?
He should have no problem kicking this one through.
Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. Shields shoots it. He'll be happy with that. Shields getting his first. Hawthorn by 20 points. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
McAvoy's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Bruce takes the mark. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Bruce takes a shot. He gets the behind. The Hawks have the advantage on the scoreboard over Gold Coast.
Picture perfect drop punt. Strong mark. Jams it on the boot now. Marks. Jams it on the boot now. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. The umpire's had enough. It's a ball up. McAvoy with the mighty fist. A good job keeping it in play there. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 40 metres from home. Going for goal number 1. It's going. Score for the Hawks. They increase their lead. The Hawks starting to exert some dominance over Gold Coast with the lead of 27-0. Bounce goes the ball.
Hawthorn could just absolutely dominating the clearances. No doubt that's why they're winning. He grabs the footy. He's blocked it. Gets the handball. He boots it. Ablett marks the ball. He kicks the ball. Lyons gets the mark without contest. Sending it on its way.
And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. The umpire has released the ball. Deftly palmed to advantage, able to grab it on the half volley. McAvoy plays it off by hand. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Witts kicks, marked by Lemons. Goes up the line. Lynch marks it. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. I can't believe it carried the distance. That's a great goal. Gold Coast kick there first. Richo, how did you see the opening quarter?
Hawthorn can consider themselves lucky to be in front at the first break. They really need to deny their opposition the ball and dominate possession.
That was a high-scoring quarter. Richo, how well are these teams performing?
The handball stats show that the two teams are fairly even, with Gold Coast on 10 and Hawthorn on 9. Both teams are sitting fairly even on the board in marking contests.
Thanks for that, Richo. Here we go again. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. McAvoy with the punch. Down goes Schoenmakers. Schoenmakers with the kick. Kolajasny has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Sends the Sharon on its way. Marked by Ablett. Gets boot to leather. He has no trouble grabbing that one.
Burgoyne needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. McAvoy gathers the ball, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. McAvoy slams the ball to his boot. Great hands.
Shields lining up 30 metres out. Going for goal number 2. Gets the behind. Hawthorn in front. Looks like he'll go out wide. Lucky bounce collected. That play is as high-tech as it can for. A goal for Hawthorn. This one gives them an even bigger lead. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Here's the bounce. McAvoy gets onto the ball. Gains possession. Gives it to Harton. I haven't seen him for a while, Richo.
Yeah, Dennis, he is playing B-grade footy.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Roughhead taking a chance at goal. Perfect kick. The Hawks leads by 34. The Ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. McAvoy with the punch. Lucky bounce collected. Lyons brought him down, holding the ball. Lyons boots it. Pick up by Lynch. Burgoyne picks up the loose ball.
Gold Coast have shown great discipline out there. They haven't given up any free kicks easily. Unfortunately, it isn't making the biggest impact on the scoreboard. Hodge kicks it. Hanley with the ball. Only 2 minutes to go. The mark will be paid. He shanked that. That's a mark.
Low spearing kick. Lions looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. The mark is taken by Nichols. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Ablett got under it.
Ablett is a great mark, strong overhead and on the leap. He steals the ball on the bounce.
And now we'll have a ball up. McAvoy with the tap. Picked up under pressure. He's got the football now. Has it now. Hard-time. Lacks precision. The spilled ball is collected. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Shields with the goal. This one gives them an even bigger lead. The Hawks by 40.
Shields has the passion for this game and that shines through every time he plays.
Good bounce. Punch by Nichols. Gibson controls it. He gets his hands on the footy. Probing kick inside the 50. Marks. Counting down, we've hit the 60-second mark. Clearing kick out of the defensive 50. Rosa got under it.
The Suns have been able to take more marks out there, but most of these have been from playing possession footy. They need to start taking a few more risks out there. Lemons has a kick. It's in the air. Lemons slots through a much-needed goal. The Suns lagging behind Hawthorn on the scoreboard.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Takes possession. Good use of the body by Schoenmakers. Kicked by Bauer. Nice mark under pressure. Send the top in, big fella. Nice interception. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Roughead just makes the goal line. 4 goals and he's got it on a string. This kick has extended their lead.
Roughead has a lot of passion for this game. You can see it every time he steps onto the field. He's an inspiration to all players around him.
Intercepted, and the ball spills free. Superb handball. Hall needs to sink this one. Goes in long for goal, and the distance affects his accuracy. They've got it behind. Now they need to switch on because there's a real chance the opposition can go coast to coast and put them further behind. Heads up the corridor. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. The Hawks leading by 39 after the second quarter.
The Suns are trailing at half-time because of some very poor disposal and decision-making. The coaching staff have a few headaches at the half.
Is there anything interesting in the stats, Richo?
The huge difference in score is not reflecting minuscule difference in stats. Hawthorn are just making it count at the right times.
Thanks, Richo. It's half-time and no doubt the coach will want to have a chat to his team about their first half performance. We're back. The bounces straight up and down. McAvoy with the tap. Controlled by Schoenmakers. Rosa feeds it wide. It's out of bounds across the boundary on the wing. Smith off for Hawthorn. Nice mark there. Gets boot to leather. Hands like dinner plates. Puts boot to ball. Brewst will get the free for throwing. Brewst taking aim. There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead.
Swallow has got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Rioli lining up with the goals. Rioli shoots for goal. Oh, and it's gone through for a behind.
He has a few options. Nice mark under pressure.
Sending it on its way, he takes the contested mark.
Puts boot to ball. Ablett alone for the uncontested mark. Kicks it. Rosa grabs that one. Sends the Sharon on its way. Lemons gets the upper hand.
Lemons doesn't have the strongest marking hands in the league, but he's certainly very, very handy on the lead. Right, finds the running player. Right, getting into position for the kick. Right, takes a shot. Right, slots through a much-needed goal.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game.
McAvoy is really good at getting up in the ruck, but his directional taps need some more work. Riscatelli with the kick, a great mark under pressure. Barlow slams the ball to his boot. Grant takes the mark. Puts boot to ball. That's a mark.
Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Right, looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Right, taking a chance at goal. Slots it. He's bagged a couple now. A badly needed goal from Bright. The ball has been bounced. Witts wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win anytime soon.
Grant has no problems mopping up the loose ball. Mistakes are rare for him. He gets boot to the ball. He marks the ball. Schoenmakers lining up with the goals. He steadies now in front of goal. Schoenmakers has a kick. It's through for a point.
Swallow waiting to bring it back into play. A nice running mark. Make with a perfect drop punt. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Kicks into the middle. Taken by Kolajasny. Gets boot to high. Hartung grabs that one.
Hartung, he's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. Only 1 minute to go. Swallow puts his boot on it. He gets boot to the ball. He grabs it.
Gets boot to high. Barlow claims the ball.
He gets boot to the ball. Lyons marks the ball.
A rushed kick. Witts has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
The Hawks have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. Gold Coast need to stop trying to outmark the Hawks and just get a fist into the contest. That's a very bad kick. McAvoy, just the better man in that contest.
Ground control to Major Tom. An easy interception for Riscatelli. He's taken the ball over the line. The ball is coming back into play. McAvoy decisively. Made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. McAvoy with a big fist on it. He picks up the loose ball. Gains possession. Handballs from the tackle. Jams it on the boot. Kolajasny looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. A good third quarter. What do you think, Richo?
If Hawthorn can maintain their structures and continue playing on their terms, then this game is a foregone conclusion. So it's just about the last roll of the dice if the Suns intend to make any inroads to this deficit.
That was a high-scoring third quarter. Richo, what did the stats tell us?
Not much difference between the way these two teams are kicking. Both fairly even on 56 and 40. Both teams fairly close in the handball stats, 16 to 15.
That's a unique spin on things, Richo. It's time for the final quarter.
You and your opponent want the same thing. The only thing that matters is who works the hardest for it.
Smith on for the Hawks. McAvoy with the hit. Riscatelli with no time to delay with that kick. Nichols knocks the ball loose with a big tackle. McAvoy kicks it a long way. A solid mark from Roughhead. Richo, what are his chances from here?
He's paid to kick these, Dennis.
Roughhead launches one towards goal. Goes wide for the behind. The Hawks by 5 goals. Swallow kicking the ball to himself. Sends it on its way. He controls the bouncing ball. Puopolo manages to get the handball out of the pack. Saad kicks. What a beauty. Nichols kicks. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
Ablett is the heart and soul of this footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. And the ball goes out of play. McAvoy tackles him to the ground. Burgoyne gathers the ball. He completely mistimes the kick. No one around troubling him there.
Puopolo with a long kick. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Riscatelli, I have no idea how you managed to get that out. She's running hot, Richo.
Yep, Dennis, he's a class act.
Going for goal number 1. Goal. The Hawks by 6 goals. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down.
McAvoy can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Hartung handballs it.
It's a ball up. Nichols, leave the pinatas for the kids.
Rosa has got some good stability, but the coach would hope he can improve this balance just a little bit. McAvoy is really good at getting up in the ruck, but his directional taps need some more work. Lining it up with the goal now. Schoenmakers goes for home, and the ball is out of play. Polajasny kicks it. Shields taking aim.
Low kick. Marked by May. Puts boot to ball. Grant enjoying a height advantage. Bumps the pigskin. Witts marks on the run. The clock ticks down with only 90 seconds left. Ablett kicking the skin off that one. Riscatelli with the mark.
Riscatelli can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Rosa puts his boot on it. He grabs it. Gibson kicks it. Rioli with the mark.
Rioli pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. 20 metres from home. Roughead with a straight line to goal. He's looking to add another. Nice kick. The Hawks have scored the last 2 goals. The Hawks by 7 goals. There's the bounce. Tapped by McAvoy. Hall just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. Rosa throws the ball. Free kick. Send the top in, big fella. Nice interception. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. Nice interception. Witts with the first touch. Rioli is able to grab it on the half volley. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. He misses the mark. Burgoyne made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Ballard gets the ball. He gets his hands on the footy. Ablett claims the ball.
Ablett is a Rolls Royce of a player who has the ability to read the play like no other. He kicks it long. Lynch with the mark. He gets boot to the ball. Gibson with a strong mark. He kicks the ball. He marks the ball.
Ballard with the kick. It was all his. Boots it. Listen, here's the thing. This game was over before it began, and I don't think there's anything further I can add that will shed light on this outcome. Very one-sided. Richo, any last-minute thoughts?
The Suns couldn't do anything up front. They couldn't honour a lead, couldn't break the lines, didn't try and move the ball quickly, couldn't take a mark. They were bad. They couldn't stop the Hawks' run. Every time the Hawks got the ball, they went into their forward line and got points. Gold Coast got a shellacking.
At the final siren, the score, the Hawks 67, the Suns 25. That's it for this match. Thanks to my co-commentator, Matthew Richardson.
It's been a pleasure, Dennis. We'll catch you next time.